seconds remaining.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to more Nanyang American Qualifier action. I'm KotLGuy. I'm going to be joined again by Maut here remotely as, well, after a serious intermission, we are finally going to get back and underway. We did have a bit of a hold-up. We played out game number 1, which, well, it was FDL, who were able to come out on top. But then the mighty Gabe and the mighty Valve decided to release their, well, compendium and their new battle pass. And I don't know, they didn't make the game work. So we had to wait for it to work. It's working now. It would have been really crazy to try to do any sort of rescheduling, but for the better of it, we are going to be able to continue. So we are going to play this one out and the series after, if I'm not mistaken. So sit tight. We got plenty of Dota coming your way. Maut, I see your mic is still muted. I don't know if you're actually back yet. I don't know if you're back yet, so it might not be.
All right, hello,
Maut, how you doing?
Hey, what's up? I was like saying hello, and then I was like, oh, am I muted in TeamSpeak? It must be. Yeah. Yay, we did it. We got back. We made it through this 30-minute, actually hour-long break that we had.
Ooh.
And we might even get to see a third game if we're lucky.
Maut, did you buy your battle pass yet?
I did. I know you did, because you're like, I'm using the terrain.
Yeah.
And I am too, so.
All right. Did you happen to open any treasures? Were you gifted with any fancy hats this time of year?
I didn't open it. I literally bought it, and then I was like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, I wasn't going to, but we were still waiting at the time, and I was like, I'll just open them on stream.
I'll open my treasure.
I got fucked. I got everything but the rare shit. All the other ones, not the good stuff. So.
All right, hold on. Let me open this thing real quick.
All right. While you do that, as Maut said, I am sporting the new Terran for this match. I saw a bit of it. It looks pretty damn majestic. I'm excited to cast a game on it. It'll be a lot of fun. That's the only thing I think I put in at the time.
I got the Enchantress Virga.
That's pretty neat. It's like a rainbow arrow. I don't know if anyone's actually going to be using any of the new stuff here. It seemed like they're all more, obviously about making sure they get back in the game and get ready, which is obviously more important. But at least we'll have the new Terran to enjoy. So
that's I only get one of those, don't I? I only get one of those treasures.
I don't know. It depends how many levels you got or whatever. Did you just get the basic? Yeah,
Yeah, I got
probably just one because they laugh at you for being broke.
5 seconds.
Hey,
get your one hat and get the fuck out. It's like
it's just like you got that, now leave. Cool.
You happy, Enchantress? Good for you. Come back when you got real money.
That one of the guys from Hawaii now, who's on my friends list, has his battle level already up to 387. So, and so does Jenkins. Jenkins has his up to 387.
Oh my god.
So they must have bought the.
Some of them are crazy. It's like you could change the color of the river.
Yeah, I'm actually. That sounds super neat.
5 seconds remaining.
And some new taunts and lots of fancy cosmetic stuff. So now we'll wait to see if we're going to be in store for any of that for the remainder of the Dota coverage for today. But we got to get back down to brass tacks here. I apologize ahead of time if you hear my dog in the background barking at all.
How dare you?
I thought we were actually done because that's what the admin said. We were going to reschedule, so I let him out. And then they're like, no, we're going to play. We're going to play now. And I had to put him right back into his crate.
How dare you spend time with your dog?
He does not like that. So now I'll be stuck in my office for the next, 6 hours. So it's fine.
6 hours? I don't think the series is going to take that long. Or even, do you still have to do the next series after this?
Yeah, we're doing the next series after that. The winner of this will move on to face Shazam.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Tomorrow will be the grand final. It'll be fun. I love Dota, Maut. I love it. So I'm excited. Let's get it down now to the actual draft here. Freedom have the second pick. Are going to be on Dire's side. They open up with an early grab of the Earth Spirit here, and they followed up with a Life Stealer. It is possibly going to be looking like the classic IX Mike Life Stealer, by chance. I have yet to see it firsthand, but I know it's something he's been fiending quite a bit. And for FDL, they didn't tag their team up, but they did get the mighty Beastmaster, and they followed it up with a quick Bane there, Maut.
Dick, excellent stuff. I'm excited to see the Bane first 2 pick, although I don't think it was going to be banned. Might have been against the Lifestealer. Bane pretty good against Lifestealer. And Feeble doesn't pierce Magic Immunity, but I think it lasts through Magic Immunity. I might be wrong about that. It used to, I think, pierce Magic Immunity. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But obviously, Fiend Script very good against the Lifestealer. Especially if you go for that Ancient route, we've seen games where Banes will Fiend Script the Ancient, and then just, they'll roar the Lifestealer as it comes out of the Ancient, just to make sure you have lockdown. So you have 2 Spell Piercing Immunity, Spell Immunity Piercing abilities.
Reserve time.
If you understand my set. That took me. That I had a bit of a stroke there. I don't know what happened. I died a little, but I'm back now.
Welcome back.
And thank you.
Yeah. But I get what you're getting at. Lockdown, already plenty of options working for FDL against the likes of something like a lifestealer
Dire
here.
team
So
pick.
Team Freedom might need to start thinking outside the box a bit. Interesting to see that FDL actually banned the Puck when Puck is typically one of the better options to get against the Earth Spirit. Leads me to believe that we could possibly be seeing the Queen of Pain come out for
10
FDL.
seconds
Another
remaining.
good option to go to when you're trying to avoid the heavy aggression
5
from your roaming
seconds
Earth Spirit.
remaining.
And we felt for a while, a lot of people felt for a while that maybe Earth Spirit was finally falling off with the change to the Rock, but
Reserve time.
obviously Jarek's in the grand final. Now you got to remember, folks, I have always considered, you could look back at all my paneling when I talk about Earth Spirit, I think he's the best Earth Spirit on the planet.
Yes, he is. Yeah,
without
and
question, so.
I remember when we cast with each other a lot, like for like these kind of tournaments in the past, that we had always considered him being the best Earth Spirit. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, congrats to him. For
Yeah,
winning.
absolutely. You know, that team looks really, really good, and good for him. A lot of people put him in like a pretty singular profile of what kind of heroes he can play, but he always seems to step up, and he's a solid player. I don't think Liquid fans are going to be minding that too much.
Radiant
Third pickup.
team
They
pick.
keep on this melee train here for Freedom as they get.
So I guess you were
Slug.
right. I guess this is. You said it was an IX Mike Lifestealer or something like that.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that a little bit, Dakota.
I don't know. It's Ix Mike. I mean, it's probably going to be terrible.
10 seconds.
I only say
remaining.
that because he was like giving me shit in the lobby for my name.
Yeah, he was like, "What are you gonna change your name to
Like,
Cox
remaining.
You're gonna
Casting?"
get
Like
on the Durka bandwagon and change
he
your
changed his name from
Gareth.
Durka to Gareth. Why aren't you
He's
gonna
like,
change your name to
Cox
Cox?
Casting, which I thought
Mike's
was
just an
hilarious.
idiot,
But
man.
I immediately was like, IX Mike 88. Are you one to call anyone out for names right now? At least I don't have to put my
Seriously.
birth year in my name. You know, it's just.
Wait, is that what it's for? Is that why
I
the 88
assume
88?
he looks like he's 88
Dire
years
team
old.
pick.
Got him. Mike deserves all this. Everyone's like, "Man, why are you flipping Mike? You don't know him." Oh, we know him, all right.
Yeah,
Let me
Mike.
tell you a story about Mike.
Oh,
Mike he stayed in my room at TI4. All right.
10 seconds.
He stayed in my
remaining.
room.
yeah. Yeah, I remember
And
that.
he would literally come back and he would just be like, after the
5
after party,
seconds
he's like,
remaining.
what feed do you want to know about? Like that's the first thing he asked me after.
He's
the
like,
after party.
I'm
He's
ready
like,
to put this shit
Reserve
out there.
time.
Let's
He's
go.
like, what fiend do you want me to tell you about? Also, can we get food? I'm
You're like,
no.
Shadow Fiend and McDonald's. Let's go.
He's like, yeah, no. He's like, he was just like, man, I'm really hungry. I'm gonna go downstairs and get some pizza. He came back up and he's like, man, EG, I thought they were gonna have pizza. They didn't have pizza. I'm gonna take stuff from the mini bar. Of course, goes to me. That like I have to pay for it, like from the mini bar.
Mott, what
So,
a guy.
He's a funny dude, but he's kind of
So,
an idiot
Mike,
also.
we'll see if you can pull it together on your live stealer. He'll need to, because they lose this game. They are out of Nanyang, and MDL will move forward to face
That's
Shazam.
right.
So, we got to see how it's going to go down. In the meantime, it looks like FDL did not opt for something like the Queen of Pain. They went instead for Death Prophet here, so they
10
got some
seconds
decent
remaining.
push coming together, paired with the Beastmaster, and they might even tag
5
along with
seconds
additional
remaining.
+1. But, you know, she
Luna.
can actually survive any sort of early aggression from an Earth
Radiant
Spirit. She
team
has
pick.
the suckening Soul Siphon, or is it Soul Siphon? Yeah, Soul
It is
Spirit
Spirit
Siphon. And
Come on, man, you gotta get it together.
that should be enough survivability to avoid too much trouble, but we'll have to be careful there. But look at this fourth pick, Lena comes out. So
10
little
seconds
throwback there for the
remaining.
mid lane.
Anti-mage.
Okay, speaking of throwbacks,
Oh,
Dire team
Vanguard
back.
first anti-mage. I sort of think this is okay. This is a weird game for an AM against a Lifestealer and a Slark. Against Slark, it's pretty good. You're gonna get a Basher anyways because you're getting that Vanguard first. You're gonna get an Abyssal. So they have
10 seconds
we'll say
remaining.
3 lockdown through spell immunity
yeah.
abilities /
5
items.
seconds
I
remaining.
guess. I don't know. I'm not hugely sold on anti-mage this
Radiant
game, but
team ban.
Visa playing the carry, he knows what to do. He knows how to play it, so I trust him.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll make it work. I mean, I was thinking we're going to be seeing more AM because for a while, and I don't play Storm Spirit, but I thought Storm Spirit might make a return. It was attempted a bit. I know that
10
the intel buff
seconds
they gave
remaining.
really doesn't add a lot. I think mathematically it ends up being like 36
5
mana at
seconds
level 6. It
remaining.
really is not that special.
But the spell damage.
Spell damage, yeah. Agnum's neato, but
Reserve
many
time.
people are saying
Aghanim
it's-
Scepter, according to Reddit, best item in the world on that hero.
but we're not seeing a lot of the Spirit. Maybe not yet,
No.
but
He'll come back. He'll make a comeback.
But AM
I
here,
know
yeah, does
Sumail
feel,
tried playing him,
yeah,
but it
AM
didn't work
does
out.
feel weird here, though, Mott. You said it, but I mean, he's a good man-up fighter, I guess, but could still have some trouble with going against the Slark. So that'll be interesting.
I think even against the Lifestealer is kind of hard.
Yeah.
If he rages and he's just like, okay, cool. You try to man fight me. You're an AM. I'm a Lifestealer, so that's good. Mana Break is physical, which is nice. But...
Radiant team pick.
It's good against Luna, obviously. It's pretty good against her Spirit. He's got a lot of spell resistance, which is really important against those two heroes. And I'm excited, man. We got the last picks coming out, and you need your what I imagine to be either offlaner or support, probably support for FDL, and then for Freedom, you need your support because I think Luna's got to go mid for Sunbeam.
Yeah, a lot of these teams are not big on the. I was gonna say not big on the Beastmaster 4 position jungling, but I guess FDL might be.
Yeah, that was the thing for the SEA region. They did that every game. Yeah. But in America, I barely saw it at all. But the thing about jungling Beastmaster is that if you're uncontested, you can get level 6 by the first night. And your boars do a lot of work with jungling. So it is not shocking to see that Nature's Prophet picked up. Although you could see a 4% position of Nature's Prophet. I doubt it, but there's a possibility. I love this hero. This is a great pick. We don't know if it's going to be mid or off lane, or excuse me, mid or support. Probably support. Mike playing the Lifestealer probably in like an aggro dual lane. Somebody's going to be playing the mid Lina. Then a safe lane coming out for the Slark, and then the Night Slark's going to be support, which is really good against the 8 mage because you have a silence. It's very good against the Nature's Prophet to chase him down, get the vision that you need with the Aghanim Scepter. So if this Nature's Prophet or if this Night Stalker has a good time, we could see some real trouble coming out on FDL side.
Yeah, and I wonder if they're going to be using... I mean, it's very greedy support duo for Freedom, and I anticipate one of them is going to be looking to mess with the Franz, if you will.
Yes.
I like saying it like it's the Franz.
The Franz.
He's the Franz!
That's right.
It's the Franz.
Hey!
He was Axe last game, pretty damn good. This time, Beastmaster.
Do you have the... I have the Aurora Weather and the...
Whoa, is that with like all the little...
The blue stuff?
It looks like allergies, you know? Just flying allergies right now. It's like cattails just blowing in the wind.
This is actually a sick weather. I think I have the terrain also.
Well, this is just
spring.
nice. This is nice.
Yeah, it's just a good change of pace. Everything looks like Dark Souls, you know? I've been playing a lot of Dark Souls. That's what this looks like.
Yeah, it's very soft. So, you know, I don't know. Are we on the same? I saw a different
dude, check
terrain.
Your weather. Check your weather and check your terrain, because I have both the weather and the terrain. Did you change both of those?
Maybe I didn't do the weather.
You should change it and then reconnect to the game.
Right now. I'll have to probably save it for the next one here. I know the
no,
second
dude, you gotta change it now.
All right, hold on. All right, here.
It's gonna take. Listen, nothing's happening. I'll tell everybody what's going on while it's happening.
All right, where do I gotta look at? I gotta look at world.
Just go to your world and then make sure that the weather is changed and then the terrain is changed.
Which one is it?
Weather is Aurora. You should have it.
All right, I equipped it, but maybe it doesn't activate.
You have to disconnect and reconnect.
Oh Jesus, do I really?
You can do it. Dakota, nothing's going on. You gotta trust me, man.
All right, sorry everyone. We're gonna disconnect and we're gonna reconnect. This is professionalism right here. Listen, when we gotta compete with Epicenter, you're gonna reach everywhere you can.
Let me tell you what's going on. There's a lot of wards being placed down. You've reconnected. Nothing's happened.
It's like I'm playing a completely. This is like Dota 5.
Yeah, dude. It's like if anyone out there has played Dark Souls, it's like Earthil of the Boreal Valley. That's a reference that hopefully 50% of you got. But...
No, there's gonna be like 3 people who know what you're talking about. For sure
yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
This is great. All right, so we'll give it a spin. If it's too distracting and people are getting triggered too hard, we'll consider reverting back to default for the following series. But for now,
they'll deal with it.
They'll have to deal with it. So it is what it is for now. So our mid lane matchup, no surprises. Death Prophet versus Lina here. Lina on Sunbeam. And then of course CC and C, who has dropped the C. A little concerned about that.
Whenever he's in whenever he's in the actual pro game, he drops the C.
Oh shit!
I don't know why.
Like is the third C like cocky or something? Like doesn't want
to I have no idea. I doubt that's anything to do with it. Mike is not having a good time. This is an awful offlane for him.
Yeah,
like, it's a Bane.
I mean, he's in his own like duel. I mean, and it's a Bane. Yeah, a Bane is like one of the best supports for zoning back. And just being a
Dan King has brain zapped him twice. Mike is healing up with Feast and a Tango. He's got to have to use his South. He has a lot of regen, though.
Yeah, he came into this lane expecting to just get beaten up pretty bad.
Manhandled. He is getting manhandled. I think Beast is even running at him or trying to. It's a third brain zap in a row for Stan King. 70 mana. No clarity necessary.
Thank you, Ice Frog.
Yeah, seriously. You with Banes all the time now.
That used to be 100? right? 110 or something like that?
Yes, it was like 110 probably.
Cut it right in half.
Good, because that, at first level, it deserves to be that low, although it is pure, so. I do want to talk about, obviously, Franz and the Beastmaster. You go between these two camps, the hard camp here, the unique camp, obviously, and you just Iron Talon, you use your board, you choke point jungle. Guess what? He's already level 3. He's got 12 last hits, Dakota. Beastmaster jungle is really strong, and a Tri-Lane from Freedom is not looking to robot him. Juve usually would probably be the one to look and find him, but now they're going to go into MJW. That is a swing and a miss right through the uprights. He missed that field goal wide right.
He rolled himself right up into the bleachers there, Maut. He was gone.
That's right.
Yeah.
Let's make some more sports references, Dakota. I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Illusion.
Well, Jubei's just going to mind his time for now. And that's one of the things, and something I've experienced a lot when I play my Earth Spirits, just when you're not able to get, like, the aggressive behavior going too early, you're not ganking mid lane, you're not adding pressure in the side lanes, like, you're not doing anything. And Earth Spirit just cannot fall well. He's not one to just spam down skills to just take out a creep wave. No. He's like, that's all in reserve for the sole reason of going out and just beating ass.
Carrier. He doesn't carry an Iron Talon like Eagle or on the Night Stalker, and of course Franz on the jungling Beastmaster. Man, they like really jungling on Franz. Franz is just like, I'll just play PvE for the first 5 minutes of the game, and it'll be fine.
Yeah, they're
4 already.
They're both just going on a serious jungling spree right now. He hits 4, but yeah, Eagle just hit 3. It's not
Franz
as
already
nice.
upgraded his courier, by the way, to the 5th upgrade, the Onibi courier on the raiding team.
Let me see
He's
this shit
upgraded
right now. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. What is that?
What is that?
What is that?
What is that?
All right, that's cool. That's like Pixar stuff right there. I think I upgraded mine too. I'm a couple of levels ahead of that. It definitely gets weirder as it gets leveled up.
All right, if you say so.
I think it eventually turns into a hero you can actually use.
I just realized something amazing that I didn't know before. This is gonna sound alright. This is really it has nothing to do with like the Dota as like a game, but like when I'm spectating and I'm using the assisted camera.
Yeah.
The control groups for like 1 is Bane, and then 2 is Death Prophet, and 3 is Anti-Mage, then 4 is Beastmaster, and then 5 is Nature's Prophet, and it keeps going up until 0. So I can press a button and it'll bring me to that hero. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
What was it based on? Do you have the assisted camera on? Do you have the assisted camera on?
Yeah. No, I'm doing it too.
That's awesome.
You have to quickly just like know the number and the hero though.
Yes. You'll get used to it over the course of the game, I think.
That's nifty. All right,
like
final little side fact. Meanwhile, Mike getting bullied a bit here down for the bottom rune as the 4-minute rune does pop up, and now here it comes. The Spirit Siphon. Sucking away on Mike, enough to scurry him back and away, but no blood will be shed. 428.
Good thing it doesn't go through spell immunity anymore, because Mike would probably be at like half his HP that he is now, so that's great.
Yep, good for him. The frog was nice to him in that front, but Eagle still on the move with that first nighttime. He's able to go in, plants a ward. Close, but no one spots it out, really. Franz is nearby. He's just working with the camp, and that's all that's going to be said of it. He was pinged out, but we're also going to be checking out this bottom lane as Mike was matching up here against the AM. It looks like that will be the end of that story. I just expect this is going to be the time Night Stalker is looking for a setup, though.
Denied.
Yeah, probably.
He's looking for
something. It is nighttime, so it's not so much getting so much done in the first night, but like the first 2 nights. Well, he's gonna try to go, and they're gonna TP. Uh-oh, they found him. Eagle's in trouble. He's been spread it up. He's got an Iron Talon, but ooh, the tramp blocks come in. Oh my lord! He actually should still be okay. Yeah, he's fine.
Sunday steps in, gets off a nice little LSA. Franz will intercept. Hits her up a few ticks with the boar. Will slow her down quite a bit. MJW's en route. The Crypt Swarm goes out. Can they get her down? Sunbeat balls his way through, gets off another stun, and that will be the end of it. Dragon Slave not nearly enough damage. The chase, it's long, it's tough. But finally, we will get our first blood, and it will go to FDL.
Yeah, that's a huge pickup. It took them a while, but they got there. 5 minutes into the game. But that's the power of the Nature's Prophet, man. That's the difference maker. And again, they have a jungling Beastmaster. They have a very greedy core in their anti-mage. So you have so much going your way right now. The AM is the top of the network. The Beastmaster has 41 last hits. Are you kidding me? He's picked up a Hedris already. He's not even going to be going for an early Necro book.
He's going straight mech and then 5-man their way.
I think Vlad's might be more of a better choice. But they have an AM, so the AM's probably going to go Vanguard first, so he won't go Vlad's, because that's the old build. I don't know, dude. I have no idea.
We'll see. I mean, he's been gifted the luxurious Beastmaster jungle pretty much to do as he pleases here, so I wager that they're going to utilize him coming online faster than pretty much everyone else in the game.
You know what I'd like to see Beastmaster's jungling do? Just rush blink. I feel like getting a good blink war off is really important sometimes, but not this game. But I think in general would be nice to have.
Absolutely.
They're gonna go for a gank though mid.
We'll see if they get it. We're in Skycam mode for this one. As Franz is looking for a target. Here comes MJW. He teleports right in. They're looking for Subby, Crypt Swarm, Roar. All good enough. 4 rotate in. They'll walk away, taking down the mid laner once again, and they're going to beautifully follow this up right in toward the Exorcism. And this tier 1 set to go down. Fortification will be coming out here. Will Freedom defend it? It looks like not. Eagle says, see you later. Takes his business
middle
elsewhere.
tower is under attack.
Pieces out.
Dire's middle
Good
tower
stuff,
has
honestly.
fallen.
It's been a great start
Radiant's
for
top tower is
FDL.
under
They are looking
attack.
really strong. Sunbee's getting dove. He's got his spirits up. Crypt Swarm,
This'll
Spirits
be
up. Does he have another one? His Wrath comes in. He just TPs in and
Dire's middle
dies.
tower is under attack.
Sunby is having the worst game I've ever seen. Well, maybe that. Not the worst game I've ever seen, but he's having a bad game.
Might not get any easier for the rest of Freedom. As they tried to step in, they are going to be able to get the sleep taken off with CC and C, and it might help get Francis Lee a kill here. Can they get it? Yes, they can. Very nicely done.
they're gonna
NJW and
lose both of
Stan
them?
King, they might be able to clean up more. They get the quick kill taken out. The big bad bird, and now they're looking at Mike.
Roar is up in 12 seconds. Just not enough time for
Dire's
him to
middle
get that
tower
kill,
is under
sadly.
attack.
But nice ganks coming out. And yeah, they lose CC, but that's not the biggest thing. Because again, Visa
Dire's
continues to
bottom
farm
tower
up.
is under attack.
They're getting good farm. They put pressure on the tier 1 tower mid. It's fallen already. They put pressure on the tier 2 tower mid. Now they're going to get the tier 1 tower bottom. Everything and late game, it gets even easier
Dire's
for
bottom tower has
FDL.
fallen.
You know, sure you have a Bane, or excuse me, you have a Slark and a Life Stealer, but you're going up
Dire's
against
bottom tower is under
Nature's
attack.
Prophet, a Beastmaster, a Death Prophet, and an Anti-Mage. This is an amazing start. I mean, look at the net worth graph, dude. It's 4,000 in favor
Oh, baby.
of this FDL squad.
Yeah, this is going to require Freedom to pull out one hell of a dramatic turnaround here. It's coming together of Earth Spirit getting to his level 6, get that Magnetize online, make that first big team fight happen. Mike needs to, I don't know, do his typical Lifestealer off-lane thing. I don't know, get inside a creep and pray.
He needed to not be on this hero this game, I think,
Radiant's
or
top
something,
tower
because
is
it's
under
not worked
attack.
out very well.
Yeah, and,
I mean, I guess he's level
they
6
need
now.
more.
He has Infest. Maybe they need to get a they have no real carrier for an Infest bomb except for maybe a Slark, and that's not. Or I guess Rolling Boulder is pretty good too.
Yeah, that could be okay, actually. Good roll in with the Rolling Boulder to set things up could lead to
Here's
a
another
perfect
smoke gang
Infest
coming
bomb,
out.
but
FDL.
Yeah,
They have
Franz-
vision. Look at this ward that they have scouting out Eagle. They're probably going to go for a roar here. They want to walk up, but they don't want to get the smoke broken before they do so. So they're waiting. I think they might be waiting for CC. Yeah, they are.
They got the bird, too. They want to get that bird out. Bird's up now on the skies. They're going to be able to get the vision right here.
Oh,
from
they
the high
see
ground. They got the
everybody.
roar right into Jubei. They're looking to move in. Hit with the big ult coming out from the Nature's Prophet. It's going to be certainly enough formula to get the finish on the Jubei.
Oh, they missed the stun.
Stan King in
Brain
trouble
sap.
here.
Oh, what a
Sleep.
nightmare.
Not going to be able to get the deny, though, and looks like 2 will be going down, and now they square up for Eagle. Eagle desperately going for the TP, but man, he gets blown up with the Mana Void. FDL
Dire's middle tower is
looking
under
damn
attack.
sharp, taking a 3-for-1 trade, and with Exorcism already out, they're going to do some work on this tier 2.
I don't want to call it at this point because it's very early on, but it's feeling pretty rough, if not already over for this squad of Freedom. They are playing a not solid game of Dota. Sunbee's had one of the worst wins I've ever seen. I said that earlier and then I took it back, and I'm going to say it again. The Slark is the only one doing remotely well. Francis Lee, not surprisingly, Francis Lee is having the best impact that Freedom has had. But it's just not good so far. They let the Beastmasters get free farm in the jungle. They didn't rotate in with the Earth Spirit. They've been getting destroyed by the vision advantage coming out from said Beastmaster, not to mention that Nature's Prophet can TP in at will. Not to mention Visa is an anti-mage of the Vanguard already. He's starting up his battle fury. He gets an Orb of Venom because he wants to fight early.
I mean, Francis will go in and try to square up against him a bit, but really
He
didn't
wants, like,
offer anything to
I
that
think he wanted
AM.
a Dark Pact to get some last hits, and then he just like, maybe
But
don't do that.
he
This
shows
is a
himself-
desperation smoke.
Yeah, he
Look at the
shows
smoke.
he shows himself in the top lane so that they can get this smoke play happening, though. Maybe to catch people off guard and
Oh, they
look
need
and
to
rotate
connect so
themselves.
badly.
But Oh, that's...
If they don't get a kill off of this, it's one of the worst things that could possibly happen. Because they're not farming. Slark's not really farming. You know, they're just wasting time. If they get wards down, fine, great, okay, cool. But like, you're not getting anything done with this. You need more. You need any semblance of farm at this point. Any kill will do, even if it's on a support that's underleveled like the Bane. They just need to find something. They're all split up now. They dropped the ward down, but there's vision of this Night Stalker walking up. They know where he is.
Yeah, and they have to know that Franz has a
is
roar
under
ready to
attack.
go.
Oh, no.
But here we go. Stand King intercepts Eagle here.
Radiant's
Gets a
middle
good
tower
Fiend's
is
grip.
under
The
attack.
boulder does fly through and helps out a little bit. But, man, beautiful block with the Sprout comes out from Mr. Mikey J. White. And you shall not
Radiant's
pass.
structures are fortified.
They still have roar to work
Dire's
with.
top
They take out the
tower
tier
is
1. They're heading to
falling.
mid lane. Mike's there with Sunbee.
I
They're
don't
feeling
think
good.
they can kill
Turning up
Bisa.
onto this AM.
I think somebody wanted to use Laguna Blade. If that's any other hero, he probably does. But Spell Shield is pretty good. 26%
Dire's top
match
tower
resistance.
is under attack.
All right, this Slark is going to have to get a lot done with this Shadow Blade. Otherwise, this
fortified.
game just ends in the next 5 minutes, probably. They even pop the Exorcism. The Glyph comes out. They back up. They see the rotations coming in from Jubei and Sunbee. There's just... They're prepared. They're always prepared because of the vision they have for FDL.
Oh,
And they're going to go on
Sunbee
Sunbee.
did not think they were going to be hanging around at that point, but they were. He's able to turn back and around, and they're going to be able to create the space with Jubei and his boulder smash, but
Dire's
they're
top
still
tower
inkling
is
for a
under
fight.
attack.
Still no level 6 on the Spirit Spirit. Magnetize will not be available for this one. Mike looking to roll in, gets slowed down from the board. Laguna comes out. Can they finish off Stand King?
Dire's
Looks like they'll be able to get close enough. He turns around, though. He gets off a sap. LSA will be there. Mike helps out in getting the finish up and above, though. They get a follow-up kill as they get Franz down. Francis able to step in with the assistance from Jubei, and they take another life. They take down 2 all day, while the rest of the team on the side of FDL will split push.
I mean, that's an okay start. They needed that. If they had lost an engagement there, like, if FDL had decided to stay in fight 5 versus 5, the game almost certainly just ends. But with those 2 kills, it keeps them alive at least for a little while longer. MJW is a Shadow Blade now. It looks like he's going to be picking up a Quarterstaff for what I imagine to be an Orchid. And
Radiant's top
Bisa's
tower
Battle
is under
Fury is
attack.
done as it flies out right now. Oh, nope, it's just Broadsword. You know, for a second I was like, is that a 13-minute Vanguard Battle Fury? And I would have freaked out. But he's actually going to have like a 15-minute Vanguard Battle Fury treads. That is insane timing for an anti-mage.
Yeah,
Even though he only has like 500 GPM, I say only. It's very good.
He's already got 2 kills, hasn't had any deaths, and he's beginning his trek through the jungle here. Not really much to stop him from getting a lot done. Jubei is walking into their territory right now. He's almost got to his own level 7, but he'll just take the time to get the ward down. So there is option here for Freedom to maybe consider taking a fight, playing around the nighttime, obviously, and being able to get a further advantage in this game. Otherwise, as already mentioned, you know, FDL will just continue to farm the majority of this map and hit their peak a bit faster here.
If FDL get a mech before Freedom fight, or yeah, pretty much if FDL get a mech anytime soon and Freedom decide to fight into that, the game becomes extraordinarily hard. And especially if the Yules is done for CC&C as well, because he gets mech'd up, he Yules himself, the Death Prophet ulti stays. They just don't have that, like, that one big team fighting ultimate for... That's the thing, Freedom don't have that one big, like, you know, turn it around team fight ultimate, like a Death Ward, you know, like back wall, you know, like an RP. They don't have that, right? They have Laguna Blade. And maybe Infest kind of, but what else do they have? They have Darkness, which doesn't really help them. Infest is okay. Slark ulti is really more defensive than it is offensive. Magnetize is the one thing you can hang your hat on if you're Freedom. But as an under-level Earth Spirit, and you know this probably better than anybody, level 1 Magnetize is not that strong. I mean, it's good, especially if you get like a full combo onto somebody, but it's just not that strong, whereas other ultimates are game changers. That's how I feel about it anyways.
Yeah, I mean, no, I can definitely side with you on that, and that's where, you know, I can't really remember the bans exactly, but it's one of those times where it's like maybe if you waited out on the offlaner pick and got something like a Darkseer instead.
Right.
My God, like turn around vacuum walls into a perfect boulder smash magnetize. How many times in the early game we've been seeing the Ion Shell Earth Spirit plays? But this is you know, a Freedom flavor, if you will, and something that they like to run on IX Mike, and sometimes does pull out a bit of surprise, but now they are going to make their move. They're looking to get the grab on Stand King. It looks like they'll successfully take him down pretty easy and clean, but here comes the response, a rotation in from Mr. Mikey J. White, and it's going to be able to assist with the help of the Exorcism. There's so much gunfire coming out from FDL, they can't really stop it in Freedom. They're going to go on full retreat, and just avoid the trouble. But while this exorcism is out, you can certainly believe that FDL will be taking this tier 2.
Their push is so good. Necros, Treants, Beastmasters, Boars, CC's Exorcism. So even if you don't get too many kills off the back end of that, turns into a tier 1 tower, maybe even Roche here. You could Roche, but Exorcism is now done, so they won't. And the Eels is up now for CC&C. And that's that.
I mean, this is now just going to be able to be FDL kind of going down the docket to really close this game out.
Radiant's top tower
to be able to move on forward. I don't know if Roche is like something immediate, but look at this. They made a go on the IX Mike. They got a good Fiend's Grip with him a bit out of position, but the follow-up is not going to be there. Jubei shows up in time and dishes out his own Boulder Smash. Oh, there's a pause coming out from the side of FDL. Lag. Apparently, looks like it's resolved. No, they unpause without really asking. It just does a misclick.
This game is unpausing with 1 second left on it. That's funny. That's weird.
Yeah, get ready and go. So we'll see how they try to read the situation a bit. But Fiend's Grip obviously already used, but they do have Franz nearby with that roar ready to go, Mod. So
yeah, I do think though, Freedom can actually win this fight. It'll be 4 versus 3. Although the Nature's Prophet can CP at a moment's notice with Mech. You might just want to leave Stand King. But again, he did Nightmare the Lifestealer. By the way, Mike, great rage. He saw the Fiend's Grip coming out. He raged the entire duration of that Fiend's Grip. But he does lose the mana because of, I think it was the Fiend's Grip. So that is something that is kind of annoying. But still, that allows them to turn this fight around. You can see the positioning from Freedom. Jubei can roll in. Eagle and Sunbeam are a little bit behind. But if they can catch somebody, hopefully more than just Stand King, this becomes something at least.
Yeah, it does look like Stand King would be the easy go-to. They can get help, though, from MJW. He has Teleport ready to go and a Mech ready to go. Doesn't have a lot of mana, though, to work with.
That's
but
the thing.
But a Wand with 6 charges, Math, might be able to have enough to at least TP in and get a Mech off.
You just say, Math?
Math. I'm not going to do the math right there.
Dude, I remember doing the math for doing the intelligence into spell damage, and then somebody posted on Twitter right after, "Hey, if you hover over the sword, you can see how much spell damage amplification they have, you idiot." I'm like, thanks, man.
Wait, you hover over what? Their score or their damage?
Their damage.
Oh, I see. Spell damage amplification 5.1% on Death Prophet right now.
It's actually pretty good.
That's a lot.
How much damage does it? I wonder if the damage on the spell should be increased based on how much spell damage amplification you have. It shouldn't just say like 300. It should say like 300 plus whatever or something. That way I don't have to do any further math.
All right, well, nothing comes out of that little skirmish bomb lane mod.
Right? So
they just sleep and it's over.
I said, okay, you probably just back at this point if you're FDL. I didn't think Freedom would back altogether.
But it's a smoke back.
The fake back. Oh,
Bisa. Bisa's in trouble. Can they get close for the stun? No, that slow-moving rock.
Oh, good silence.
But they get the silence, the roll. Do they have additional silence? Yes, they do. Eagle steps in and assists. They even get the Laguna out. MJW shows up.
Game winning.
Oh,
they might even get Stand King.
That was... Did he not have Blink? He had to have Blink up. Maybe it just felt like he was a good spot to sidestep there. But yeah, you can drop the Symbol of Silence nearby. They get Francis down. So, a big kill and taking down the AM, but then they lose their Slark right after.
He really wanted that kill on Stand King, and Stand King's like, nope, let me nightmare myself. Not panic, just make the right play.
Bottom tower
he did make the right play.
Radiant structures.
So he was building towards an Echo Saber. He'll have his team help him out by getting this tier 1 tower, or at least trying to get this tier 1 tower bottom. This is taking a long time. Talk about push. FDL have it in spades. Freedom.
No.
Their push is awful.
Yeah, Night Stalker.
Like
both the supports are just like, I have to go up and hit it with my hands? Are you serious? No.
Sunbee has like Fiery Soul, but it's level 1, so it's not great. This is a very different game. That's a Necro 3 at 18 minutes for a jump with these guys. On top of the headdress, that's early on.
That's push. You have Death Prophet with Exorcism. That's push. Speaking of which, Big Bad Bird, he's hustling. He gets silenced. Stand King is nearby, though, so he can't really push and chase that much further, and he indeed will stop and just settle for the wave instead.
Yeah, I mean, so they lose Bisa, and he does go down, and it stops him from farming, but he's already up to his Blade of Alacrity now. His Yasha will come soon. It's so tough to deal with for Freedom, because you're so far behind. The Slark is the only person close, and he's not that close to AM. He's kind of close to the Nature's Prophet, which is fine. I'm surprised that CCNC is this underfarmed, actually. He's, like, right with Sunby. I feel like he would have more, considering how many kills he's been involved with, how many towers they've taken down.
Yeah.
CCNC must not be getting a lot of blast hits. Yeah, he's actually pretty far behind everybody else. He's just been involved in fights and stuff. But they're going to smoke up, and they're going to look for a potential initiation, but everybody's on the top side of the map, which they don't see. They see, of course, Sunby roaming through, but there's no other vision besides the Hawk, which will now scout everybody out.
And then they'll see also Jubei.
Oh, except Mike's in the
and then there's Mike, bottom lane all by himself. Dead as shit.
Radiant's top tower.
Mike's strolling around in that ancient black dragon thinking he's safe. No, there's an entire team hitting him.
He's down, and now comes the push. Still don't even need to pull out the Exorcism for this Maut. They already have the Necro 3 out in full force, and now if they want, they can move in, Exorcism can come out, and they can force out a buyback, possibly even. Mike, there goes the Exorcism, and here comes FDL. A win here secures a spot in the next series against Shazam. Let's see if they can do it.
I think they get this tier 3 tower at least. Some B and Jubei can't even, like, look at CC. He's just walking in. They have good vision with the Hawk. They can see that not TPing it is going to be, of course, the Night Stalker. They finally will go. There's the Magnetize. It's doing some work, but still, Jubei is in trouble getting roared up. Will actually get pushed back. Now somebody gets up a great LSA. Going to work. Beast is low. Needs to get out. Silence brings him down, and CC's in trouble. He's going to use himself. LSA not in time. Spirit Siphon actually healing back up for the Spirits. He's still in trouble, though, as they're going to go right to town and get 2 quick kills. It took them a bit longer, and they lost the Nether Racks plus the tier 3 tower. But I guess you could call this a hold, Dakota, as Freedom, they stay alive. That's an Orchid for Flea. I thought for sure that was an Echo Saber. He picks up a freaking Orchid on Slark.
All right. Oh, you know what? Is he going for the Bloodthorn?
But why?
It's True Strike for everyone on your team on that unit.
But why?
But why? Because AM might eventually get a butterfly in one dimension, Maut. That's why. I don't know why.
I understand why. In that situation, why? But I don't understand why you buy the second most expensive item for it. You know, you could buy 4 levels of Dagon instead of getting a full Bloodthorn. And just think about how important Dagon is. Come on.
He really just wanted, I guess, just a lot of hate against the AM while he doesn't have a BKB, you know?
I think this might just be an Orchid for now. He might end up turning it into a Bloodthorn. He probably will turn it into a Bloodthorn if this game goes late enough, which I'm not very confident about. But I've talked to so many people about Orchid on Slark, and so many people have been like, it's a terrible item, don't get it on this hero. It's just not right, don't do it. But I've been wrong before, I guess, or I guess, I trust Francis Lee's judgment in a lot of
this is an AK player here, so.
He's very good. I mean, obviously it's for the AM. It's probably for the Beastmaster to a certain. It's probably for everybody. Look at this, the Saint Granny Golem.
Uh-oh, Eagle. He spotted out Misa here. He's gonna silence him up. Him and Mike gonna try to bash him down a bit. The long boulder kick actually was just a bit shy. But obviously AM is gonna be able to blink away to safety.
Dire's top tower
just Freedom kind of pounding their chest, showing their masculinity.
Like buying a diffusal blade.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
What is that for? Can you diffuse off Nightmare? Probably, right?
Radiant's middle tower.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm sure you could diffuse off a lot of stuff, actually. I'm wondering. Like Roar and Queen's Grip, maybe. I can't remember. Maybe it's just to chase people down. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, for now he's just chilling. You know, he's got his Grand Golem. He's feeling pretty good.
Not so fast.
We'll have to see the effect that this diffusal is going to be making here, as he will now spend the time batting down some bats. Real exciting. Up and above though, Stan King waiting in the wings here. Pretty intriguing position. He does obviously have the TP scroll if necessary, but he is up to some fishy business here. Maybe him and Mikey J. White rotate in globally. Look at him. He's going. He's stalking here. He's going to creep on Sunby.
This is going to be the most awkward initiation if he gets it
He's
done.
Like staying right outside the vision.
He's going to get it. He's going to get this.
Suddenly, uh-oh. There he is.
Now they know.
And he blinks away. And he's going for the TP. And he canceled it. He canceled it. And he's running. He sees a golem and it scared the shit out of him. And he decided not to TP. What was that? And, okay, he'll make it back in a way. Nothing will come out of it.
Radiant's bottom
Just
tower
awkward as
is
hell
under
is all.
attack.
Very awkward. That was funny to watch though. It's like da stinking da. Couldn't find anybody. Then he just panics, hits S on his keyboard to stop the TP from happening. But I mean, I will give credit to Freedom for slowing this game down. At one point, I thought this game was getting way too out of hand for them. Late game, they have potential with the Slark, who's done very well. Francis Lee did pick up the Orchid. He's picked up a full Silver Edge on top of that, so he does have some damage reduction, which is nice. 50%, by the way, which is pretty good for a 5-second duration. So if the anti-mage or somebody's going on you, you have a 5-second duration, 50% damage reduction. Not to mention he's the Aegis from getting Roche. He's trying to carry this team to victory, and Sunby is starting to catch up, and he's got what seems to be the beginnings of I would imagine, a Bloodstone. He is a Soul Booster, but it could be an Octarine as well, but I think it's probably a Bloodstone. Anyway.
We'll have to see. As things do
Dire's
here.
bottom barracks are under attack.
Bloodstone, just something you gotta remember. Also in the latest patch, they gave you the free couple of charges.
Yes, made it viable again, because it wasn't viable previously with the way they changed it.
So, probably something just tickling her fancy right here. We'll have to see if the follow through will be there. But I think one of the bigger pickups they're going to need to kind of throw together eventually is getting an Agnum Scepter on Eagle here in this Night Stalker. Their vision control could certainly do for some improvement. They have one pretty aggressive ward and then one to touch base on the mid lane, but not much extra vision for a team that kind of lacks on that real team fight we were talking about before, and one that kind of might benefit a bit more from an element of surprise. It'd be nice to have that nighttime control in Eagle's hands. So they're looking.
He's getting there, man. His Agnum Scepter's coming soon. I feel like that's such a game changer. If they can get a gem plus that, it stops the Beast Master's control over the map that they have, or at least it sort of thwarts it. It doesn't stop it altogether. It has really been a vision advantage, a vision battle, I guess, between these two teams for the get-go, and one that FDL has been winning the entire time, right? And he has the gem now. He picks up the gem first, in I guess, response to knowing that Darkness Ags will be coming soon. He wants to really take control of this map before that Agnum Scepter comes out and finish this game with the advantage in vision. And they have a good vision advantage. But anytime that darkness is popped, the vision is significantly limited. You can see if you press the F2 button how little
even the wards
vision there is.
get affected by that too. Something like 650 vision, it leaves you with really nothing to work with at all.
Right.
But they feel confident to be able to at least smoke up, head right into enemy territory here. They know that even with their little bit of vision of their wards in the woods, that no one's rolling nearby and that they can pretty much be put on this side of the map right now. So
yes.
We'll have to see, but they got the bird. They actually probably spotted Sunby on the high ground there, but obviously...
All right, here it is. It's Agnum Scepter time now. Darkness is up in a minute and a half. They don't have it yet, so... Well, his darkness is up in 45, but nighttime is up in a minute and a half. This is when it gets... This is when you're the most confident if you're Freedom. That and when you get your next couple of items in your carry. So you have your Diffusal Blade on your Lifestealer. You have the beginnings of a Scotty for the Slark down bottom, I think. Probably Scotty. He's picked up an ultimate.
Double damage.
So you wait for that Scotty and you try to fight. And somebody did pick up the Bloodstone, so he's got all the items he needs, probably with maybe the exception of an Agnum Scepter, which is huge this game against Dam and all those.
Yeah, of course. With the limited lockdown they kind of have to work with here, especially since the AM has the Manta now. They need to get as much burst as they can during those limited windows where they will be able to lock them down. So I think an Ags Laguna is pretty important in this game. But for now, stepping up that Bloodstone just creates a lot of sustain and a lot of ways to be able to at least farm up to that point and keep these lanes pushed out faster. And plus, obviously will help her get back into the fights faster without having to splurge on buybacks too quickly. So I think Freedom are just kind of looking at this in the big picture and are trying to anticipate what FDL is going to be doing. FDL obviously are continuing to farm the map just generally a bit better as they're, we haven't really seen any action for what feels like, 5-10 minutes. Their farm continues to go up, so it's not really a game that Freedom want to keep playing because when you have an AM on your team and all this push, I just think on paper they're just going to be the better team. It's pressure on Freedom to be able to do something.
I agree with you, and I'm glad that they took down all these outer towers, and I'm glad they went for that Rax play down bottom. And maybe that was the fight that was like, okay, we can't win the game just yet. But I think they could have ended the game earlier, or at least tried to. So that's one kind of problem. I guess they didn't want to fight his Aegis for Slark, was a big issue. which is understandable. But now they have an Abyssal on the Anti-Mage, which is not as good as it used to be in terms of just straight up damage, but it allows you to be tanky. You maybe get another item for the AM. CC is picking up what imagines to be a heart next. I don't think he has anything on the courier.
This is so weird.
Nope.
Francis's item build. The Orchid
is
funny because it will make AM's ult even better. I don't think you're really using it on the Slark that often, but here's Freedom's best chance. They're gonna go for a flank play Maut, but they've been spotted. They get roared up. Francis is in trouble, but he does able to get away from the Fiend's Grip. He gets canceled. Silence rolls through from Juve, pops up and magnetized, and now we go to work. He's able to jump in to get the finish to clean up, but Francis is very low. Goes into the ulti and will sidestep and just rejuvenate a bit. Meanwhile, the magnetize continues to just spread its wings right through the whole enemy team.
No, Mikey, you're right through. You can get FDW.
Mikey, he'll get it. He'll get that kill, but they did already lose the gem on the other side, and they'll go back for Mike. They'll clean that one up, and it's going to be FDL with the big win there. AM pretty much taking no damage the whole way through and fighting through the exorcism.
He went right on top of somebody. I think he abyssaled him and finished him off within seconds. That Bloodstone did not help his... I mean, he just went in and mana-voided him because he's Alina. Howard counters him. So Alina's out of the fight immediately. And then you have CC and C just exorcisming over the entire fight. Meanwhile, Flea's been spotted out by the gem again. Almost getting brought down once more. They did stop that Fiend's Grip very quickly, but it's not going to matter. Beast is just going to go to work on the racks.
Yep. 10 seconds. If Franz can live through this, we'll have another roar. And he there goes the Abyssal coming out from good old Bisa. And well, they are going to get the cleanup on Franz. Nice little good enough coming out from Sunbee. And the follow-up damage is coming up from Freedom as they do continue to hold. Bisa going to be forced back here. He's on the run. Easily sidesteps the boulder smash and will blink away to safety.
So they kind of hold again, right? They kind of hold again. They killed CC and C. But that's just, the exorcism was down. They couldn't finish the racks. That's probably the best way you can fight for freedom, is fighting with exorcism away from your base. That way you can hold if necessary. But you're losing so many heroes in the process that it's just never worth it. And so, the Fiends could flee. They walk right into a sentry again. Do they have the damage this time? I don't think so, but he's going to get spreaded. He'll pounce his way out. They're looking for more. Orchid was, he doesn't have one. MJW, of course, not picking that up. Eagle, going to get chased down. Beast thought about blinking on him and looking for an Abyssal. They do see Bisa walk through that sentry again, but he will make it out this time, it looks like, as he's going to pass himself away.
That was scary. Had the third time straight for Francis. He just happens to walk into some true vision and gets nearly picked off. So definitely going to get inside the brain a bit. And oh, Mikey. Mr. MJW. Dirty rat tactics coming out. He just goes right into that top lane, and
if only Treants didn't do 0 damage.
Treants really just don't do damage. And
they actually, I saw Treant get a kill early on in the game the other day, but no, it's just not a great damage.
Dire's middle tower.
They're gonna try to contest Roche. Beast is gonna drop his Manta and use his illusions to scout inside. He's gonna keep him out though. He's chasing down Mike. And Mike is going to face himself away. Beast is looking for another blink. They get the blink roar. Now he gets actually the rage off, but the physical damage coming up from Beast. There's the Abyssal. He will not be able to. Oh, he does infest in time. I thought he wasn't going to make it in there. Mike gets into the infest.
Time. No, very nicely done. He's able to step up, and he's just going to walk his ass back home. Wow. Just not quite enough, even with stacking the Abyssal. The stack,
the rage.
The CC timing was nice, but yeah, the rage. Mike getting off that rage beforehand certainly saved him. And
yeah, he's got that rage timing down for sure.
He's definitely got scripts, is what I really think it is.
Good chance Mike being a script user.
Oh, Francis tries to step in to stop them, but he ends up getting caught out with another grip. This one will end his life. And that Exorcist is just happy to sweep on through. Stand King still stays alive with the help of the sap, and they're going to quickly turn it into 4 going down. A triple kill for CC and C. And it looks like FDL are going to start just parading down this lane here, and are going to be on the beginning of the end of this game number 2. And for pretty much
they'll buy back. FDL will probably back away, maybe wait for another opportunity, but they will at least force buybacks on the Slark and the Life to the 2 most important heroes. It'll still be a 3 versus 5 fight, but 3 cores instead of all 5 of your heroes. MJW will split push in the meantime, and there's the buyback from the Slark. Franz has his Necro book, so I guess they just wait for Exorcism to be back up. They've already forced the Slark buyback. Mike buying back is not the worst thing. They even get the range racks top lane. Blink out. Somebody almost hit the LSA, but MJW pops builds, but now mid. Flea gets roared up and he dark packs it off. He uses the Shadow Dance looking for Franz. Bisa in the meantime going to work on the tier 3 tower. LSA trying to hit onto Bisa, won't go. Boulder Smash avoids it, heads to the top lane looking for that melee Rex. He'll find it, and Bisa will be successful in getting yet another set. And now they're going to try to finish this all off, even pop the Mjolnir shield on him. They're going to go for more. There's the Abyssal on the Jubei. 3-4, takes 5 hits to bring him down, but they do so in a very quick fashion. Now Sunbeam in trouble. Almost mantis the LSA. Would have been nice to dodge that. Unfortunately, not able to do so, but he's diving in deep. Gets a couple of bashes. Sunbeam getting run down by Beast, who gets orchid up. They find the real one, but once this all happened, the Rage Rex falls. CC pops his own BKB. Staking, brain stepping, trying to keep himself alive against Mike, who's getting run at. Now Flea looking for more. He's going to get jumped on. Franz, his roar is up to 30 seconds at best. And you have the Creep there looking to help Flea out, but it looks like he might be in trouble. Crypt's one will not connect. They get the Laguna Blade on Franz to bring him down. Now CC's in trouble, getting chewed up by Ix Spike Idiot, but here's Bisa. Bashes aren't there. Good LSA to keep him out of the fray for now. Blink's a little bit further back looking for Mike going toe-to-toe. Abyssals up, keeps MJW alive to TP out. Now Bisa, who's dominating, has to go toe-to-toe with Flea. Out of mana completely. He's going to go 2 for 1 as MJW's TP back in. Bisa has the Aegis. Last right click from MJW. Needs to be there, getting juked in the tree off, and Bisa will blink forward. MJW loses life, but Franz is back up with Roar at the ready. They drop the sentry, but it is too late, and Flea will make it away after a manly-ass fight. Bisa is not done yet. Gets kicked back. But that should be the end of the fray, Dakota, as, well, maybe not.
No, it is not, Mott. Roar in the mid lane now as they try to get a hold of Francis. Franz will be going down now. Jump back in from Juve. Boulder Smash is going to be able to connect. Locks down AM, but he gets an Abyssal off. That's the Laguna that will rid of the Aegis. Now we'll see what Bisa wants to do with his second life. He's going to go in. He will sidestep here. He's looking to get a hold of Francis. Boom! Blasts him right in the face with a wonderful mana shield. It will take him out of this planet. He's out for 84 seconds. No buyback, obviously. And now he's going right for the Rex. Goes in for the Manta. The second silence comes out. There's a buyback. It's going to be on Jubei, and that will force Bisa to blink away.
Bisa's just like, I just spent 5 minutes man fighting them. That felt like literally 5 minutes, honestly.
That was. It had its own trilogy.
Yeah, it had a distinct beginning, middle, and end to the engagement. It's pretty funny. The beginning, they start fighting, they take the racks. Middle, they just start fighting mid. At the end, Bisa finally loses his Aegis, the death of the anti-mage. The subtitle of the movie. What a fight. Now they have Hexa for MJW. They have everything they need to get Megas at this point, and they're going to go for it right now. As Sunbeam's going to get Hexed up. Won't get brought down. Good Boulder Smash to stop him going any further. Magnetizes up, and Jubei dies instantly. The Mjolnir static shield did too much damage there. They finally get the Mega Creeps at this point in Freedom, and they are barely holding on.
This might be it, Mott. They move in. Tier 4s are a crumble into the power of the Exorcism coming out from CC. That fight before might have been the last hurrah for Freedom here. They'll give it their last-ditch effort at this point as they still wait 10 more seconds for the Slark to even be up. Mike, their big damage dealer, but as I say that, somebody gets off a nice Laguna and finishes off MJW. Stan King, Phoenix grip on the mic, not going to be enough to get the finish here. Somebody moves in. Buyback from MJW. Soon to return as Bisa jumps in, does get the finish. Blows up Lena, and now looks for more. Mike is making chess, trying to get a hold of CC. Meanwhile, Francis jumps back into the fight, coming back from death, and they'll get the dieback kill onto MJW. Franz, in the meantime, he DC'd.
He actually DC'd. But Freedom will just call GG themselves.
He's just done with it. I guess he figured the game was over, even though he's back to life and just hanging inside the fountain. Sure.
He's on the winning team. He DC's out. That's the BMDC now.
That is the ult for BM. But the game is actually over. Freedom will go down. Mott and FDL will take this series. A long series of that. We started nearly 4 hours ago.
Was it 4 hours? That's crazy.
Yeah, and it will end up being a 2-0 in favor of FDL. They will move on to face Shazam in the next round.
That was an impressive display. The first game was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be, but they actually had the presence of mind to take it where they needed to take it and be able to get the victory over a pretty solid team from Freedom. I thought Freedom were going to win with the Templar Assassin as well as, what was it, the Weaver. But unfortunately, they didn't actually have that luck going behind them. And then this second game just felt like an outdraft, really. We talked about the lack of game-changing ultimates besides maybe the Earth Spirit. The vision advantage for the Beastmaster, his jungling. I feel like Franz played an immaculate game. They gave plenty of room to Bisa. CCNC did his job in pushing with Nature's Prophet early on in the game. FDL versus Shazam. I won't be casting it, but I'm going to look forward to watch that series because that's going to be a good one, I think, man.
Should be a hype time. I think we probably need to hop off and get ready for that one right now. I believe Grand Garant will be joining me for that. Should be a good one. So, folks, don't go too far. We have more Dota action coming up here in a hot second as we get ready for Shazam versus FDL. The winner of that best of 3 squares up against Digital Chaos in the grand final best of 5 that will be played tomorrow. So, see you after this short break.